Hey pilots, I am here in my classroom again, here for you. It is Friday, and on Friday we wear our Frederick Blue. And I actually thought it'd be fun to teach a yoga class where I'm wearing jeans, because you guys like to tell me, oh miss, I'm in jeans, I can't do yoga. To which I say, actually, yeah, you can. So let's do it. Stand on up, come to your mat, take your feet a little bit wider than like a Tadasana. Yeah. So your feet are about as wide as your mat. Sweet. Good. Now from here, I just want you to bend your knees a little bit. We're going to do a movement practice that's going to get our body warmed up without moving our feet. It's called Brahma Dandasana. All right? So you don't have to learn that phrase, but I want you to try this with me. Okay? So take your hands together at your heart and bend your knees. All right. Breathe in, straighten your legs, reach your arms up and out to a T position. Breathe out, bend your knees a little and fold forward. Good. Now breathe in, reach those arms overhead, reach them in front of you. Breathe out, bend your knees more and round your back. Now as you breathe in, come all the way up to stand, reaching your arms up. And then breathe out, bend your knees, come back to that first position. Let's do that twice more. Breathe in, up and out to a T. Breathe out, fold in half. Bend your knees a little. Breathe in, reach forward, strong back. Breathe out, roll in half. Breathe in, come on up. Reach your hands up overhead. Breathe out, hands to heart. Bend those knees. One more time, up and open. And bend forward. Reach arms overhead. Soften your knees and round. Breathe in, roll all the way up to stand. Breathe out, hands to heart. Nice work. All right, now let's take those hands down. Let's take those feet together and do a balance. Really simple balance to start. All right, hands on hips. Feet can be together or about hips width apart. This is a little easier, okay, or a little more stabilizing. And I want you to try to just lift up onto your tiptoes. Good. Nice. Notice if your toes are gripping the mat. See if you can go on your highest tiptoe. Take your arms out to the side. Good. Nice work. Now from here, take your arms down. See if you can stay on your tiptoes and walk in a straight line up and down your mat. You can feel a little silly doing this. That's all right. This is really good work for our legs. Now I'm going to walk backwards on my tiptoes. Now remember, you want to stay on your own mat space instead of wandering to a friend's mat. Good. Now let those heels come down. Now I want you to try to walk on your heels. So lift those toes up. This one's hard for me. Let's see if you can walk on your heels up your mat. And then backwards. Well done, my friend. All right, now let's shake those feet out. Shake your arms out. Sweet. All right, next, feet even wider than before. Let's do star pose. Good. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, let's reach down. Maybe you just touch your knee. If you have the length in your back and the flexibility in your jeans, you can take your hand down to your ankle. Sweet. Let's come back on up and do the other side. Well done. Nice. Now breathe in, come back up, both arms up, and breathe out. Let those hands come back down. Now let's jump our feet together and come into chair pose, all right? So I call this where's the chair, right? You pretend you're about to sit in the chair. There's no chair there, unfortunately, so then your legs start to work. Good. I often lift my toes in this pose, so give that a try. Try not to squeeze your toes. Maybe you lift your arms straight ahead or overhead. Breathing in your chair. Good. Now from here, maybe you come into an arm balance. Again, those of you who say, I can't do yoga in jeans, I'm just going to prove you wrong right now. So you come forward. Maybe you take one foot up, then the other. Remember, those knees and arms are pressing into each other. Eventually, you get both toes up and you try and touch the toes together. And then you try and once those toes are touching, lift your feet up. Sweet. After that, try a forward bend. Shake it out. Roll up to stand again. Nice work. All right. Now from here, let's take our feet out just a little bit wider. Next is warrior two. So turn one set of toes out. Now in jeans, your warrior two might be narrower, right? Some of us can get our warrior two as long as our yoga mat, right? It doesn't have to be that long, right? So just go as wide as feels good and take your arms out to a T shape. Now we're going to add some movement here. Spin your palms up. And as you breathe in, straighten that front leg, reach your arms up. As you breathe out, come back to that warrior two. Nice. Do it again. Breathe in. Back when I would teach yoga to adults, I called these yoga jumping jacks. Let's keep it going. It always got a laugh in the adults class, even though I know you guys think my jokes are corny. Keep it going one more time. Well done. Now, once you're back in that warrior two, reverse it, right? So you take your back hand to this back leg and lift your arm up. You're getting super long in this side, but you're still keeping this knee bent. This one's called peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Come on back to center. Switch legs. Keep your arms up. That's going to make your shoulders strong, right? So now I'm going to turn those toes in, my other toes out, and come back to that warrior two. Now remember, stance is optional. It doesn't have to be super duper wide. Breathe in your warrior two. Feel a sense of strength, right? Maybe you find a word that feels empowering and you focus on that right now. Good. Now let's do our yoga jumping jacks. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach those arms up. Exhale, come on back. Do it again, breathe in. Keeping our hands on our own mat in our own space. Two more. Last time. Well done. So from our warrior two, let's reverse it. Backhand comes down, just light on this backhand. Front arm lifts up. You're getting long on this side. That knee's still bent. You're breathing. Well done. Come on back to center. And then take your hands down. Straighten this leg. Take your feet to parallel. And then let's jump our feet together. Boop. Excellent. A couple more poses sitting down, and then we'll call it a day. All right? So starting with butterfly. Take the soles of your feet together. Knees to open. Now in jeans, you might have to have your feet way far ahead so they don't feel so tight. Modifying for denim. Good. And sometimes in our butterfly, we turn into a tortoise, right? So you take your hands underneath and you round your back. Some students like to play with the arm balance here, so I'll just offer that. And again, if you have jeans on, it might feel limiting, but give it a try. Give it a try, unless you're worried about them ripping. All right, so from this tortoise pose, you take your hands into the floor. I'm going to press into my hands. I'm going to press my legs into my arms and lift right up, boop, into an arm balance. It's called firefly. You could also cross your ankles here. This one's called shoulder pressure pose. Anyway, those are some poses you can do in jeans. Let's do one more. This one's called gate. Take one leg out to the side. You bend your other leg like a tree and just lean out and over. Make sure you take a couple breaths. Come back up. Let's do, this pose is called wild thing. You guys are all going to lose it laughing. So you lift up onto that leg and you lift your arm up. Yep. Nice work, you guys. Way to keep it together, not lose it. We'll go to the other side. Remember, these poses might feel different. They might look different. They might feel kind of silly, but they all have a purpose and they all do something for us and for our bodies. So even if you think they look crazy, even if you think that I'm weird for teaching them to you, they all have a purpose. And my hope is that it all becomes clear to you someday. Breathing in your gate, and then coming into wild thing, take your hand down, lift that arm up, press into your knee, lift your your upper arm, and press into that back foot. Well done, my friends. All right, and then from here, we'll just come back to seated. Take a moment to sit nice and tall, close your eyes, and then think about one nice thing about yourself. And then silently, without saying it out loud, think about one nice thing about the person next to you. Don't say it out loud, and make it be nice. Now, if you have someone on the other side of you, I want you to think about one nice thing about that person. Good work, my friends. I know it's not always easy to think positively, but I'm going to challenge you to try that for the rest of your day. Namaste.